did you guys ever think about just leaving your own country, coming to Taiwan, doing another life, doing another job? This guy right here, Jason Kao, he's done just that, and we're going to talk all about it right after this. All right, we're here. How's it going, brother?
Pretty good, man.
Nice to see you, man. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it.
I've been looking forward to doing this for a long time.
Thanks, man.
Thank you very much.
Well, yeah, for those that don't know, we actually met. You came as a customer, right? And we were doing you're doing your own YouTube channel, right, in the beginning, which is Taiwandering with Jason. There's a link in the description if you guys want to check that out. And I think we hit it off. It was pretty good. Had a good conversation, right?
For sure.
Yeah, beautiful. Let's have a little toast before we start this party off here. Yeah, we got a little bit of Irish red. Shout out to Tilted Shack and Conor McGregor. Yeah, so originally, what gave you the idea to just be like? First of all, you're in the States, right? You're just like, all of a sudden, I'm coming.
Yeah,
I'm done.
So I'll give you a little history.
Let's have it. I love it. I
was born in Taipei.
Okay.
When I was 3 years old, my parents moved to Houston
at
first. Houston, Galveston, Texas area.
Okay.
And then probably around 5th grade, we moved to Chicago, Illinois, and been living there ever since. And so, one of the reasons why I was thinking about moving back was just to get back to my roots. Too.
Okay, I love it. Actually, in the description, I put that. Came back to get. It's all right, so I nailed it. Yes.
Right. But in terms of the big decision to come back to Taiwan, because I had a great life in America. I loved. I was a teacher for 18 years. Loved what I was doing there. But you come to a point in your life when you just want a change.
I agree. Yeah.
And so I think COVID, what happened with it, that was the impetus for me wanting to change things up.
So you left pre-COVID,
right? Well,
no. Just kind of like.
So I made my decision when things were getting kind of locked down in America. I realized that what I loved about teaching was going to be vastly different. What I like about teaching is interacting with kids and developing the relationships that way. So what happened was we had with distance learning, online learning. Did you get a piece of that? We did.
You did. You got that before you came.
Okay. And so we stopped classes, in-school classes around right before spring break. So this was probably March 13th, March 14th, around that time. And so we had a stretch of time where we were teaching online, and I just didn't care for it very much. And you guys,
it's got to be very different, right? Like there's no human interaction, right?
And the thing is, we kind of scrambled to make it, and so sometimes we didn't have as much structure. And so kids were told, if you want to come to class, you can, or if you don't, you're not going to be penalized. And so
of course they don't want to.
Hey, we were all middle school
of course
kids.
We were.
If we could play video games, we're probably going to do that. And
exactly.
So if you, and the parents are very stressed out at this time too.
Of course,
because, they've got to stay home and take care of their kids. They can't go to work, and so
that's right.
It just wasn't what I was what you signed up for. And so
how long did you do that for?
So it was basically from March 14th, around that time, right before St. Patrick's Day, actually. Until the end of the school year, which was in the beginning of June.
Okay.
And so, it was just wasn't the same. And another thing, you guys are very lucky in Taiwan that nothing really shut down.
Yeah, wow, exactly. We are very here comes the wings.
Nice.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Looks beautiful.
Thanks, man. Yeah, here we go. Well, there it is.
Very cool.
Yeah, sorry.
And so nothing really shut down.
Nothing
Taiwan.
did. Yeah. We had about 2 weeks of a bit of a slow restaurant for 2 weeks, and then that was it.
For sure.
Which is lucky. Yeah. So
it's a testament.
As opposed to. Craziness,
in the United
right?
States, it was we had toilet paper shortages. We had all this stuff going on.
I saw the toilet paper shortage, and for like the life of me, I couldn't figure where that came from.
Right.
Like how it was associated.
They just thought human nature's when
sure,
there's
of course,
they're gonna hoard and.
Well, in Taiwan, to be honest. when there's a massive typhoon or something coming, they'll be hoarding for sure. Like we'll come around and they'll say, hey, you know, the typhoon's coming tomorrow, and then you go down to Carrefour or something to buy milk, and everything's gone. It's just like, you're like, wow, okay. For us, I mean, we have the restaurant, so we could just eat beans and rice if we had to, and if we had to lock down for a day or two, it'd be no problem. But yeah.
So for us, there was always threats of they were going to shut down the supermarkets that day.
That's crazy.
Okay?
Yeah.
And so, you know, people are going to stockpile. Like I stockpiled, not to that degree. I never did the whole toilet paper thing like a lot of people did.
Sure.
But you do stock up on frozen food. You do stock up on canned goods. And so that's what I did. And so we couldn't really move around the house too much. And so we were kind of stuck inside. And when you're doing that, you start thinking a lot. Okay? And you have time to think. You don't have to really go to work. I mean, you're doing online teaching, but it's not the same.
No, for sure. I would imagine it's not. Yeah.
And so imagine if you are, you know, you have all this time by yourself. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
And so I just kept thinking about what are the important things in my life.
Sure. Okay.
And for me, it was my family.
Yeah,
and
of course.
You know, it was such a long time that I had really spent time with my family.
Okay.
What happened was after I moved, or after around college time.
Okay.
My parents decided to move back to Taiwan.
Okay.
And so they were in the United States for all this period of time. They decided they were going to move back to Taiwan for business, and so we were away from them for a long.
It's so hard to be away, man. It's so hard. It's so hard to be away. Yeah.
And you know this too.
Oh my gosh, it's so hard. Like the only thing that helped me, Amir Vargas. Oh, that's a Don Ernesto drink. Hey, salud, brother. Hey. When you coming on the show, Ernie? Come on. We basically, I mean, I got married. This was good. We had the business. This was good. But the thing that really was like, I miss my family. I miss Canada. I miss Mexico. But missing it less is because I have my daughter, right? It's just like I got my daughter's just like my little, I don't know. She's amazing. But before that, it was really tough, really tough. And I've been here for almost 20 years. It's crazy.
Right.
I mean, I didn't think I'd stay that long, but it's such a great place, man.
For sure.
It's I don't know.
You know, I try to tell as many people as I can about Taiwan. We'll talk about the YouTube channel later on, but that's one of the reasons why I wanted to make it. I wanted to showcase Taiwan to the people back in the United States, and when things clear up, you know, they can come and visit and see what a beautiful island this is.
You know, I say this a lot on this podcast. Taiwan, you know, is not one of the first places people think of for visiting in Asia, but it's like a hidden gem. And when we do things like this, like your channel, like my channel, we're trying to not to unhide it, you know, like to show people, hey, there's some cool stuff here. This is a great place, good people, there's good food. There's a lot of good stuff happening here, and that's really the whole point of the podcast. So,
you know, you were talking about Taiwan being a hidden gem. One of the funniest things is that when I tell people I'm from Taiwan, they're like, "Oh, I love the food there." Okay.
Yeah, sure.
And they're like, "We love spicy food."
We love spicy food.
And I'm like, "Okay, are you sure you're talking about the right
that's
place
exactly
here?"
right. Yeah, sure.
They're thinking about Thailand.
Of course, everyone. It was my dad, I believe. I think it was my dad. I thought I was in Thailand for the first long time, and my mom, I thought I was in Japan, I think, for the first few years. And I remember my mom called me up once, and she's like, "Mijo, you okay?" I'm like, "Well, what's going on?" And she's just like, "You know, I just heard the news. I just wanted to see if you're okay." And I'm like, "What news?" And she's like, "Oh, you know, the big tsunami. You know, it's kind of like wiping out the island." And I was like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, I saw it on the news." I'm like, "Well, that's Japan, Mom. that's a different place." And she's like, "Oh, okay, cool. So how's things?" Moms are awesome. So it's good, man. It's pretty good. So let's grab that first wing, brother, and then we keep going. First one is just super duper basic buffalo. Okay. So grab it. You want to go drum or wing, man? Whatever you want. All right, go for it. Get on that, brother.
All right.
Yeah. Salud. All right. Just a basic buffalo. Yeah. Can't go wrong, right? So what was the final straw for you? You're at home. You're kind of thinking, I hate it. I don't like this distance learning thing. I'm a teacher, like like an actual real teacher. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go teach. What was the final like straw that broke the back? Yeah.
So I had since I was staying in inside the whole time, not really going out as much.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was doing a lot of thinking, and I watched a YouTuber named Matt Davella, okay, and he does videos about minimalism and just cutting.
I think
back.
I've seen his stuff. Yeah.
He's a filmmaker. He actually has a couple of documentaries on Netflix.
Okay.
And I was just watching it. I really like his style, and I just said, you know what, my life is just really cluttered right now. I need to simplify.
That's amazing, dude. I love that. Yeah. Okay.
And in conjunction with that, I also started reading a book called The Art of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. So she's a Japanese writer. And
Japanese are famous for that stuff. Yeah. Like the 5S systems and all that. Yeah. Okay.
Whole system that she has about like decluttering your life. And so, I read that, and then I decided, you know what, I'm going to give this a shot. I'm going to go through my place and just get rid of things that I don't really need.
That's great.
Simplifying everything. And so when that happened, it made me feel like I don't really have as much. If I was going to make this move back to Taiwan and be with my family, I don't have that much that I need that needs to tie me down.
Sure. No, that's if you can, traveling light is the way to do it, right?
Yeah. I know you're a fan of Fight Club, the movie.
Oh, yeah, of course. First rule of Fight Club. Yeah.
Don't talk about it.
Don't talk about it, but we'll talk about it right now. Yeah.
But, you have Tyler Durden, who says the things you own end up owning you. Okay, and it's just...
When he said that, I'd seen that movie in a few different points in my life, but now as an older man, it really clicked for me. Go ahead. Yeah, sorry,
and so that was kind of my thing. I didn't have anything tying me down, and then so I decided, you know what, I'm going to try to get rid of a whole bunch of useless stuff. And then it got to thinking about my family. And recently I had some friends whose parents unfortunately passed away. Okay? Yeah. Obviously, with COVID being a lot more deadly in America, I thought that I needed to spend more time with my family. Yeah,
for sure.
And so when I made this decision, just had an epiphany. I said, I need to make a change, And with school possibly being completely different than we're used to,
and who knows for how long?
We don't know. I decided to make this move, and initially it was a sabbatical. So our school district is really, really great in that we can take a year off. Okay.
That's That's pretty amazing. Yeah.
And this seemed like the perfect opportunity to do it. I did need to let them know in February if I was coming back or not. So,
okay. Yeah. How did that conversation go?
It was a difficult thing, For a while, wasn't sure if I was going to stay here in Taiwan or not. But in the end, there's just so many great things here, and I decided to make the final move. So
okay. Yeah. That's and so it's been since the summer.
I moved here in the end of summer. Okay, so
so the almost one full school year.
Yeah.
Right, and looking back, good decision.
Obviously, a great.
Yes, obviously, coming to Taiwan is always a good decision, right?
Yeah. I do miss my work. I miss my friends. There's a lot of things I miss about America, but. I've been talking to some of my coworkers back home, and they've mentioned how difficult this year has been. They've aged considerably this
It's tough.
Year.
Oh my God, it's tough. Yeah. That's one of the killers of when you don't go back. I've been here for, like I said, I'm 42, right? I've been here for like 18 years. So eventually I'm going to be here longer than there. And sometimes when I go back and I see my friends and my family, and some of them have aged, and that bums me out, because it's like I feel like I also missed a lot. Like my sister has 3 kids, great kids. I love them, but I also feel I missed a lot. And my saving grace is hopefully I can get one of them to come here and do some school, or just come and learn Chinese or something, because it's such a valuable skill, right?
For sure.
I mean, I don't expect anyone to move here permanently,
right? But
just come for a year, nail some Chinese. Hang out at the restaurant. I mean, I'd love to, I know them pretty well, but I knew them when they were kids, and now, I mean, they're teenagers and you know, like 21, I believe, and 18, and so it's obviously that's going to be different from when you're a kid, right? So I sometimes when I go back, I crack the same jokes as when they were like a kid, and they're just like, the hell is this guy, you know? And I'm like, oh, I used to love that when you were a kid, man. And they're just like,
Are they amazed by your Chinese speaking ability?
They are actually. They just feel, I don't know. It's so alien. Like it's so like I'm Canadian, right, and Mexican. So speak Spanish, speak English. But I mean, Spanish and English, I don't want to say they're similar, but like let's say Arabic or something. If I hear that, it sounds like gibberish, right? Yeah. But like from English to Spanish, Spanish to English, you can kind of at least break it down. But if a non-Chinese speaker hears it again sounds like gibberish. So when I speak it, everybody's kind of like, whoa. They are pretty amazed with it, yeah. And the funny thing is, I've been here for so long that I feel more confident speaking Chinese than Spanish now.
Wow.
It's weird, yeah. I think my Spanish is probably still better. Okay. But I use Chinese all the time.
Do you get
and
to
it's
practice?
Really smooth. Yeah, I use it all the time. Yeah,
Oh, no, you're Spanish.
Yeah. My Spanish never.
Okay, so
that's why.
That's the issue.
Never. Yeah. So then, obviously English that's something else. But like my Chinese, I use all day, almost every day, and I mean my confidence is really high with that. And my Spanish I almost never use, so my Spanish confidence is just like. So sometimes we have customers that come in and we're speaking Spanish, and it's good. But then I'm kind of like, if it starts to become a long conversation, I'm fluent, right? Like I was raised in it, but I start to get a little bit like, I'm getting a little nervous now. It's weird.
Did you have any like formal Spanish classes?
No, I did not. No, I didn't. Okay. Zero Spanish. Yeah, so it's just like here, like my daughter speaks like perfect English, right? I mean, she doesn't go to school she goes to a public school and they have an English class where they learn their ABCs for 2 years. But she never take any classes, so it's the same. Like I just speak that with her, and that's what my family did with me. So, but yeah, it's buried. I need to fix that. I need to do something about it.
In the school that I teach, we have a lot of Mexican students.
Okay, sure, of course. Where is it? Sorry.
So it's a northwest suburb of Chicago. It's called Vernon Hills. And,
Vernon Hills. Okay.
It's my
school's
actually called Hawthorne Middle School North. Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. Shout out to Hawthorne Middle School. Yeah.
And we have a lot of Mexican students, and a lot of them do. So when they take Spanish class, they sometimes struggle because they never had the formal grammar part of it.
That makes sense. Yeah. Like I had taught some Spanish here as well, just some people who wanted to learn it, and but to be honest, even with English, like when I would teach English or Spanish, I know it, but I don't know how to explain the rules. Like people will ask me for the grammar rules. They would ask me for the grammar rules, and I don't know them.
Right.
I'm like, that's just how you say it.
Right,
that's not a good teacher, right? Like I said, I taught English here. I actually enjoyed it a lot. I love it, but I'm not an English teacher. I just came and I did it, and you know what? The kids that I taught, my first 2 years, I had 5 kids full time in kindergarten. And after 2 years, they were just like my daughter, super fluent. And so the parents, everyone was happy, right? It was great. So I can see the appeal when the schools ask for the native speaker. I can see that because like they spoke like my daughter speaks now, like perfect, right? Yeah. So I like for pure Canadian / American accent. Yeah, it's good. I enjoy it. I enjoy teaching. Only reason I stopped is because we got married, and my wife was like, she was teaching, and they weren't treating her that well. So I said, "What do you want to do? We're married. I'm yours. What do you want to do?" So she wanted a coffee shop, and the coffee shop is tough for me because I'm not a big coffee guy. So to really put my heart into something, I can't be a phoney. You know what I mean? Like you can't. I can't.
For your passions.
I can't be a phony. So I said, if I do coffee, I'm going to be a phony. So we started with a stand, and we did Mexican, and so the rest is history, but that's kind of, that's that.
And one of the things that really drew me to this place was, Eddie's, your history. I thought it was amazing.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
Just the first time that we met, and you helped me out with my YouTube channel.
Dude, I love that. Yeah.
This was a lot of fun.
Sometimes people will ask when this is one thing for the YouTubers out there. They'll ask, things about YouTube, and they'll be like, hey, I got this YouTube channel, and I wonder if I can interview. I'll be like, hell yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
because I think that's the biggest thing. You gotta just go for it. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? And the person says no. It's like, all right, well, whatever. It is what it is, right? But I mean, I think that most of the YouTubers, especially the big ones, they kind of know it's pretty hard to get there. And I'm not saying that I'm a big one, but I've had big ones come in, and everybody's like super friendly and super humble. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool, right? I think it's great. I'm sure there's some that are not. Maybe Jake and Logan Paul, maybe. But seriously, yeah, they're definitely some cool things happening. Yeah. Grab the next one or what?
All right,
what do you think? So the next one is like a honey, sort of a smoky chipotle.
Okay.
So you're the man. So you go drum or wing?
We'll switch it up this time.
Switch it up. Yeah. So while we grab this, if you guys are watching on Facebook, please jump over to YouTube. Give us where are we at? Give us a little subscribe on YouTube while we just eat this wing, because it helps us. Please do. Thanks a lot.
Not bad. I like it.
Check this out. Chris, great interview. We miss you, Jason. Hi, it's Chris.
Nice.
What's up, Chris? You know Chris?
I think it's my friend Chris Crandall. If it is, then what's up, man?
How's it going, Chris? Thanks for checking it out. It's cool, yeah? My little Stream Deck assistant here is amazing. Still waiting for that Elgato sponsorship.
So we were talking about all the toys you have here.
Yes.
What's your favorite aspect of this setup?
Probably this, man. This is going to have to be this Stream Deck, because what this does is it I don't know if it's something that most people would need, but for us, like somebody who live streams, you can basically connect any function to a button. So I'm saying, hey, follow us on Instagram, bam, right there, right?
Wow.
I don't have to post-edit that in, because I suck at editing and I don't want to do it, right? I can pull up different angles on the camera right there. I can pull up this one right here. There's so many things I can pull up. I can zoom in on you, right? Hey, all right. I can, we got, what else we got? We got Twitter on there. We've got this picture, which is a pretty damn cool picture I wanted to share of you. Blam, I'm able to put up pictures. So made in Taiwan, so it's true. You are made here. Okay. Yeah. I love that. And now you're back.
Yeah.
You're happy.
Loving it so far.
So it's been 1 year almost. Almost 1 year.
About 8 months.
So far, best decision you've made, or
I think so.
One of, yeah.
I mean, just considering the times now.
Okay.
I will post on Facebook some of the things that we're doing. We're going to baseball games. We're going to concerts. We're playing trivia. Yeah. And my friends are still stuck at home. It's
tough. Yeah.
It's just really safe here, and people, they do follow the rules. A lot of people wear masks even if they don't have to. And a lot of it was because of the SARS scare from 2003.
I was here for that. I was here for SARS, and I think that for me, I was a young guy. I didn't really remember too much about it. But it was just, for me, there was nothing. I didn't really notice it. But the main thing was that they learned a lot. So as soon as the pandemic thing was happening, they clicked, and they're like, mask up, everybody. And everyone just like, all right.
Even before, when I would come back to visit, I saw people wearing masks.
People wear masks here for
pollution reasons too.
I used to have this staff who used to come, and she would always wear a mask. This was 5 or 6 years ago. And she would say when she's cold, she would just wear a mask. I was like, what? And it was so weird and foreign to me. But now masks are so normal. Right. It's weird. It's pretty cool. Love it. What's up, Chris? Yeah. So what gave you the idea? Like, you're coming out, it's looking good. Where did you get the idea to say, I'm going to document this on a YouTube channel?
So when I was stuck inside, I was trying to improve myself, trying to
I love
every facet.
That's
right?
the best. I love that.
So,
that's what you need to learn, people, if you're checking that out. I love it.
So the first thing I did was I tried to get in better shape, okay? And so I decided not to eat any dairy, grains, or sugar,
carbs
or
and stuff.
for a long time. So every February I do this thing called Whole30, and you do it for 30 days. You give up those things, and it's almost like, you're a big fan of fighting. It's almost like you're training. Okay?
It's like a fight camp.
You're trying to cut down. You're trying to be lean, and so that's what I did, and it felt great. So physically, I felt like
bye.
Physically, I felt great by doing that.
Sure.
Okay.
So what's the diet? It's like a cleanse, or what is that?
It's just eating whole, healthy food.
Just eat.
And not and you're not going to fast food places. You're just cooking yourself. And,
beautiful.
And, it was great. So that was the first thing. Second of all, wanted to improve my music. So I wanted to work on playing guitar and also the piano. So that was another thing. Music, trying to better myself there.
Beautiful.
And then
I love it. I love that.
YouTube was the next step.
Okay.
Where I've never really
it's like
made
a progression. You're like, let me add this.
Yeah.
Let me add this. Let me add this piece. Okay.
Right. So like I've never really made videos before. I've never really edited videos. I had, but not really digging into it.
Yeah,
and
sure.
So I decided to give that a shot, and knowing that if I was going to make this decision, I was going to. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing where you get to document a move after so many years.
I love it.
Working at a school, So that's what I did. And one of my friends actually, my initial goal was I was going to wait until I got to Taiwan and then make the videos.
Then do it. Okay.
But my friend, who also does a YouTube channel, he said, "Dude, you're missing your opportunity. You should be documenting the process the whole time." And so I ended up documenting. Getting rid of all my stuff. I sold everything.
Beautiful.
Or gave it away.
Okay.
And I also I sold my car for $1. Okay.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just also documenting, like I gave away my cat as well too. I had a cat that I had to say goodbye to.
Okay, that's a tougher one. Yeah.
That's difficult.
Tough.
And then just also saying goodbye to all my friends.
That's tough too. Yeah, for sure.
And so that is great to document and have on film, and so I'm glad that I made that decision to do that before I even moved here, But yeah, that's the reason why I decided to do YouTube.
So that's you've been here for a year, right? So at what age was that, like, that you said goodbye and came? I didn't want to. We don't have to share ages, right?
We're the same.
We're the same age, right?
Yeah,
so that's like 40, 41-ish, right? So, like when I left, I was 23. Mm-hmm. I was single. Didn't really have that much going on, so it wasn't very difficult.
Right.
Like I didn't have an established career.
Right.
I didn't have all that. So for you to have already half your life established career, you did the school, you did the job, you had the car, you had the life.
Right.
For you to drop everything and come out, that's got to be way more difficult than me. Yeah, like I live in a small town. It's beautiful, best place. I love that, one of the best places in the world. There's not much for work, so you get to a certain age and you either work at the aluminum factory, which is Rio Tinto and Kidmat, or you go to Vancouver or something. And a lot of people go to Vancouver, and Vancouver's nice, but I think Taipei is way better than Vancouver. It's way more fun. It's convenient. People are nice. Obviously, Canada's great, but I think Taipei is fantastic, man. It's really, I don't know. Taiwan is a really special place.
I concur.
It's crazy. I don't really know how to describe it. I mean, you got to come and see it. When my mom came here to visit, she was just like always worried, and then when she came here, she's like, okay, I can see. It's kind of like, for me, I always say this, it's kind of like the best of Canada and the best of Mexico, kind of into one, right? Because Mexico is amazing, night markets, and people are nice, and you can go out late and stuff, but there's also danger and stuff like that. It's dangerous, cartels, whatever. Canada is very safe. It's very, very, I don't know, it's very chill. It's like at 5 or 6, everything's closed. Like it's pretty mellow, which is nice.
I like the people of Canada. Like every time I have visited, just been treated.
Canadians are awesome for sure. Yeah.
And you see that in Taiwan too.
Yeah, the ones that travel, I think, are pretty awesome. To be honest, people always they say bad things about Americans and stuff, but the Americans that I've met in Taiwan are fantastic.
Sure.
I think anyone who's leaving their country and traveling, doesn't really matter where they're from, they can have the same kind of mindset, and they're pretty chill, pretty cool. Like Canadians, Americans, Australians. I mean, in Taiwan we're just Waiguoren, so it doesn't matter, right? Yeah.
Well, let's cheers on that.
Cheers, that brother. Yeah. Hey. All right. Little tilted shack, Irish red. Hold up, we got a little comment there. Where we at? Blam. Oh, Adarsh, how you doing, my man? Check out Jason. Gonna check out Jason's channel. Yeah, please do. Anybody who wants to check out Taiwandering with Jason, there's a link in the description below. Scroll down, hit the link, and don't forget to subscribe, because growing a channel is very difficult, and we're putting out some really cool stuff. And when you subscribe, you give it a thumbs up, the channel grows. YouTube shows it to more people. So please do that.
One thing that YouTubers tend to do is we help each other out. So when I made my video with your interview, I was trying to tell people the same exact thing. So.
Yeah, I think just that's the way that the world should be. Like I'm a restaurant owner, and I've had so many restaurant owners, even a Mexican restaurant owner on the show, and people would say, "Why would you promote your competition?" And I would say, he's a good guy. His food is different than mine. He's downtown. I just want people to see that there's cool stuff happening. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to build this channel because I'm trying to be a million, like some millionaire YouTuber. That's not it. I'm trying to share just cool stuff. Sometimes with a restaurant, you meet just cool people, man, doing cool stuff. So that's really what this is about. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. And I love that shirt, brother. Did you get that made here in Taiwan?
So I had this made in America. I actually designed.
That's beautiful. I love that color.
My friend of mine. Back
you designed that?
Yeah.
That's a killer logo, man. I love that.
This is kind of funny because I do like to travel to different places, different countries.
Yeah.
And this picture of me.
Oh shit! Yeah, keep going.
This
yeah.
picture of me, I went to. Oh yeah.
Yeah. There it is.
So the picture with the 4 other people, those are those are 3 of my coworkers at Hawthorne. Aaron, John, and Jane. And we decided to walk across the crosswalk of our school, like the Beatles Abbey Road. And,
that's beautiful.
My buddy John is, as you can see, he's not wearing shoes.
I saw that when I put the picture on, and I was like,
and
is he not wearing shoes?
If you look to the right with my picture, also not wearing shoes.
Yeah, I thought that. Okay.
And if you look closely here,
oh my gosh,
shoes here too.
That's cool.
And so the picture with me, I just went to England last year, right before COVID hit. So it was 2019 winter break.
Okay.
And this is the road that the Beatles walked across.
The famous the record album cover, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I decided I was going to do that. I took my shoes off. It was freezing, and the thing is, you have to time it so there's nobody else there.
Yeah, so you're not getting run over.
Right, and it's extremely difficult.
Is it really?
There's cars coming. There's other people that are doing it too.
I like how the double-decker bus is in the back, though. That's pretty solid. Yeah,
it's
I love that.
This is London, right?
That's beautiful. Yeah.
But yeah, so I designed this shirt with my friend. His name is Mars, actually. Like
Mars, okay.
And he's a fantastic graphic designer, and he helped me design these shirts. And so what I did was I made a whole bunch of them for just if people wanted to buy it, they could purchase it from my website.
Okay.
And
so if people want to buy them now, they're available. They still can. Okay.
But here's the problem: they don't ship to Taiwan.
Oh.
So it's only for people in the States. And so I told everybody who bought my shirt if they would send a picture of themselves wearing the shirt and send it to me. Once I got to Taiwan, I would send them a handwritten postcard.
Oh, beautiful. So
I ended up sending 75 postcards.
Oh, really? Oh, that's great.
The people at the post office are like, "You're here again."
You're here again. You're like, "Come on, man, jeez."
Yeah,
that's very cool. Hold up. Here we go. Check this out. Timothy.
Hey.
Good morning from Grace Lake, Jason.
Timmy, this is a great friend of mine.
Oh, yeah?
He's also a teacher, one of the best teachers at Hawthorne.
Okay.
And anytime that you need, he's got a pickup truck, and so anytime you need to move something, he's always there to help me out.
Can we ship him over here? Because I always got to rent those, and then I'm like, what do I do with this?
Exactly.
Nice.
Great,
Beautiful.
Great dude.
Okay, very cool. And then we've got Brad
Ballinger,
yeah.
Nice. Hey, buddy.
Great to see you, Jason. Can't wait to travel again. Taiwan is on my list.
So Brad is a high school friend of mine.
Okay.
And I'm pretty short. I'm only 5'5".
Okay.
He's 6'5".
Okay.
So,
he's a big boy.
You know, he played basketball, and the thing was when I was growing up, I always would befriend the biggest guys.
The big boys.
Just to make sure, you know,
that's
no
hilarious. I love that. I love that. But, you know, it's funny. I was always pretty tall, but really skinny. And so I remember when I was in elementary school, one of my best friends is like Aboriginal First Nations guy, and he had just moved to our school. I believe it was grade 2 or grade 3, and I mean, he was like big, like he was just tough, right? And most people were scared. Everyone was scared of him, right?
Yeah.
So Arnold, shout out to you, man. So everyone was scared of Arnold, and you know, wasn't really making friends. So his mom is like, let's have a pizza party, invite your friends over. So he invited everyone in the class, like grade 2 or grade 3, I believe. And my cousins, you know, they're scared. They're like, I'm not going. And they're like, screw that, I'm not going. And I'm like, I'm going to go. Why not? Let's just go. So they didn't go. And then I showed up at the party, and I was the only one that went.
Wow.
I was the only one that went.
Okay.
So we ate pizza, and we hung out. And then from then on, that was like grade 3, like my daughter's age, like 9 years old. So he's like still one of my best friends now.
Sweet.
And there was so many times where, like, I mean, I was tall, skinny guy, but there was, I mean, it's Canada, man. People are big, right? So there was a couple of other guys, and they were just trying to pick fights. And I mean, like, I'm like, okay, well, you know, I'm trying to talk my way out of it, and I was successful most of the time. But there was sometimes when people were like, let's go. And then Arnold would come in and just grab these guys and just beat the crap out of them. And then a couple of times, and I was like, all right, I'm a made man, you know. I'm good. So people are like, hey, you ever get into fights? I'm like, I never have to because I got my man here. So yeah, he's awesome. So whenever I go back to Canada, I always try to see him and stuff. He's a great guy, man. Love that guy.
Cool.
Shout out to Arnold Robertson, man. We love you.
Very neat.
Yeah, brother, that's good. Yeah, so I can dig it. I can dig it, man. Yeah.
So speaking of shirts,
Sure.
of this shirt,
Yes, please do. Yeah.
I do have a gift for you.
Oh, what?
Ooh. There you go, man.
All right, thank you. I like gifts. Okay. Oh, let's see what we got here. Oh, check this bad boy out. This is one thing. Let's open it right now, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. If I can open this. Oh, there it is. I love shirts. I love T-shirts. You know, there was this one time when I was a kid and I saw this Levi's commercial.
Yeah.
And like the slogan was like, "Oh, I'm just a T-shirt and jeans kind of guy," and I was like, "Yeah, like."
Speaking right.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay, that's perfect because that's all I ever want to wear. And check this bad boy out. Oh, look at that.
So this is the second shirt that I designed. I just like creating shirts.
Look at this guy in his shirts, man. That's beautiful.
And,
I love that.
Yeah. So this
Quiz Monkey Trivia.
Yep.
So tell me a little bit about Quiz Monkey Trivia. If I was in better shape, I would take this off now and put it on right now. But I'm trying to get rid of this belly, man. Yeah.
It's hard in Taiwan.
It's hard.
I've gained a lot of weight since I've been here.
Oh my gosh, yeah. What? Okay.
It's just, you know, I tried to do that same diet that I told you about.
Okay.
In February.
Yeah.
Can't be done. There's just so much temptation here.
Taiwan's a fantastic place, and there's always food. I mean, it's cheap. It's so cheap. You can get some good eats, and you can just get some cool stuff happening, bro.
And another thing too is I live with my folks, and so they always want to feed you.
Yeah, you know, that's when I go back to Canada. That's how it is because oh, you're so skinny, and I'm like, Mom, I'm like 95 kilos. I'm not skinny. And it's like, yeah, and then the neighbors. I coached soccer. All the kids that I coached, their family comes over. Like, I remember you love this Portuguese sweet bread, and they're giving you all this stuff, and I'm like, I do love that. So I'll take it, and then I don't know when I'm going back, so I pig out, and I actually put every time I go back to Canada, I put 10 kilos of pure fat on. That's a lot. That's a lot, and it takes me so long to get it down. Mm-hmm. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
The last video I actually made was foods that you miss.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I watched that. Yeah. Check it out on his channel. Link is in the description. Yeah.
So, but back to the Quiz Monkey Trivia.
Yes.
This is something that has always been a passion of mine. I love trivia, just like random things. Pop culture, just history.
Boom, check that out.
Yeah, there you go. When I came back to Taiwan, my friends decided to ask me, hey, we have these places we play trivia at. Would you like to play it? I said, I would love to. Because we used to play it all the time back in the States. And so I decided I'm going to play. And we ended up doing very well. Okay.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I always see you guys winning everything. Yeah.
We've won like 5 in a row now. And
Beautiful.
You get gift cards and money
Nice.
for it as well, too.
Sounds great.
Part of me was thinking, I should do this. I've got a little bit of time. Those guys they're doing a great job hosting and everything, but I can do all these things.
You enjoy
it,
too. Let's do it. Yeah.
And so since I did talk to you about just making the YouTube video, we got to know each other a little bit better.
Yep.
When I first walked in here, I was like, this would be a perfect place for trivia.
Yeah.
It's big, and actually, when I first saw this setup the first time I came, I thought it was a trivia night. I didn't know that it was a podcast.
Okay.
And so I thought this would be a great spot for it, and so now we're doing it, and we actually have we did the first night on a Monday, and it was fantastic.
It was great. It was one of the best Mondays we've ever had, I think. Yeah.
And people loved it. The questions were
it was
wonderful,
fun, man.
and
that Minecraft question blew the place up. Yeah.
We'll have another video game category.
Okay, beautiful.
We're trying to. One thing that's different about our trivia versus other trivia places, we want to try to make it more family friendly.
Sure. Yeah.
This is a family restaurant, and we don't want to make the questions too difficult.
Yeah,
because
that makes sense.
One of
course,
the tough things, you come to a trivia and you're like, I don't know any of these questions. What am I even doing here? And I've had friends who've felt that way when we went to their trivia.
Sure.
So we decided to kind of change it more to focus on music and movies, pop culture, sports.
Yeah.
Everybody knows a little bit about
That's
that.
great. Yeah.
So.
I think most people, like I've never even been to one, and I've always wanted to go. So, but we have them here now. So tomorrow night. Mm-hmm. Yeah, tomorrow night at 7 p.m., I think. 7 p.m.?
7:15.
7:15. Come around here, get some free trivia, get some food. This guy's going to host a really nice trivia show. It's going to be good if you guys have
prizes
a chance.
as well, too. And
prizes as well, of course. Yeah.
I mean, it's...
Just come on,
free.
Wednesday night's hump day. Come and check it out, right?
Yeah,
for sure. Let's grab this third one, brother, and we'll keep rocking, yeah? So this is Korean style, man.
Okay.
So, I mean...
Here, I'll go with this one again.
Okay, do your thing, yeah.
Okay. All right.
So it's Korean style. Came out. We used to have one of my ex-staff, their family had a Korean place, and when he told me that, and after we hired him, the first thing I said was like, Korean wings, you got to teach me the sauce. And so he made a couple different ones that they made. Then I took one and I kind of tweaked it to make it a little bit spicier, a little bit more the way that I liked it.
For sure.
And then that came out to be this. So
okay,
try it out.
We'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
Bad.
All right.
Yeah. There's like that, it kicks you a little bit afterwards.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I actually, like the first night we had it, I made the sauce. I'm like, okay, I think this is ready for sale. We had a group of like 5 or 10 Korean dudes coming for beer.
Okay.
And my wife, she's so like confident in me, right? Mm-hmm. She's like, oh, great. Hey, guess what, guys? We got Korean wings. And I'm like, no, don't tell the Koreans. It's the first day, And she's just like, yeah. So they all ordered Korean wings and pictures of Long Dong Lager. Mm-hmm. And I'm obviously like, oh, no. I'm so nervous, right? And then they loved it.
Yeah.
They came back. They were only visiting, but they came back almost every day. They had wings and they had their dinner. And it was pretty cool. It's a pretty good compliment because I'm not Korean, right? I don't know anything about Korean food. I mean, I like it, but I took the recipe and I tweaked it the way I wanted it, and it turned out to be this. Yeah,
delicious, man.
Thanks, man. So, with the YouTube channel, how's it going?
It's going pretty well.
It looks like it's growing pretty steadily. Yeah.
I would say that. I was making a video every single week. I was doing that, keeping a pretty good pace. Mm-hmm. The people that I've talked to who've done YouTube, that was their number one advice. You have to make it regular so that people, when they subscribe, they know what they're getting. Okay, and I was doing a really good job until real life hit. Okay,
welcome.
And things just got busy.
Yeah.
with work, I tutor here. I'm trying to open up a school as well too, and so it just got really busy. And then I was doing the trivia thing as well, just coming up with a logo, coming up with questions, coming up with format.
Yeah.
And I decided to take a break. I just couldn't keep up that pace. And
it's hard. It's hard to do it. Yeah.
I was also going to classes at Sida, the university.
Really?
Trying to get better at Chinese. Like my
reading
problem,
and writing. Okay.
Here's my issue, man.
Okay.
I am great at Taiwanese. Okay?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's way harder. Yeah. Right.
Well, for me, it's
not
easy
for you.
because
Okay.
my grandfather, who I still live with, he can only speak Taiwanese.
Okay,
and
that's
so,
great. That's a blessing for you, dude. Yeah.
So
okay.
my parents, they wanted us to be able to communicate with them, and so they
only spoke
Taiwanese the whole time, and so my Chinese is lacking. I did take some classes, but it definitely.
And they're not really close to each other either, right? Not really.
It's very different.
Yeah, it's very different.
Tones, and it's not like you know one and you know the other one automatically.
Yeah.
So, but the thing was, I wanted, one of the reasons why I came back to Taiwan too was because you have to immerse yourself if you really want to learn the language. And
I agree. Yeah.
You can try to self-study, but there's just too many temptations, and
self-study is tough for sure. Yeah, I don't recommend that. Can I get round 2? Just okay, round 2, yeah? The wings, round 2, yeah? Thanks. Anyways, yeah, so, I think Taiwanese, like, I think you did it the right way because I've been here for so long and I tried to learn some, but there's no classes and there's no books. They're just like, just speak it. I'm like, I can speak it, that's why I'm trying to learn it. Right. And they're like, I think to learn Taiwanese, you'd have to go to Kaohsiung or something and just stay there for a while, because I do know a couple expats that speak Taiwanese, but they don't really speak Chinese.
Right.
And it's it's pretty I've always wanted to learn it, and if you drop a few words in Taiwanese, people are just like, whoa, you can say what like Jababwe or whatever, stuff like that, and they're like paise, and then they're just like, whoa, and they're just like, yes, they're like, you speak Chinese, and they're like, hey, that's awesome, but if you have one or two Taiwanese words you drop in there, they're just like, whoa, okay.
It's
this
weird
guy's
because
legit.
Taiwanese is kind of the older people in Taiwan speak it.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
The younger people, younger generation, including my cousins, they don't really speak Taiwanese as much.
It's true.
It's kind of hard to communicate with them sometimes. But I think if I did live in the South, it would be much more conducive.
Yeah, but you won't learn Chinese, I think, down there. Yeah, usually. Yeah, no, it's a good spot, man. Where's your family from then? From Taipei, or?
So we're born and raised in Taipei, originally from Kaohsiung.
Okay, that's why they're Taiwanese then. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's great, man. I think Taiwanese it's a really cool language, and I love it. I love it when people are like, I don't know. I love when I hear Taiwanese in the background. It just makes me feel.
I'll tell you
more comfortable. It's weird.
It is a great language to yell at somebody. Okay?
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
It's a little rough,
Yeah.
And I just love it, though. Back in the States, when I heard someone speaking Taiwanese, I would stop what I was doing and go and say hi to them.
Go say hi, yeah. There can't be that many people in the States speaking Taiwanese, right?
For sure.
It's crazy, man. I love that. I love it. Yeah. Cheers, brother. Thanks for coming, man. Yeah. How was that? First 3, no problem, right?
Yeah,
not too bad, right? Okay. You got a favorite?
I like the second one.
The second one? The Chipotle. Yeah. That's a pretty popular one, man. Yeah. So Quiz Monkey, man. Let's talk a little bit more about the Quiz Monkey. So you wanted to start. You were winning a lot of them. You're thinking, hey, let's do my own. So maybe deep into that a little bit more.
This whole year for me is all about going for my passions.
Okay.
Going for things that I know I'm good at, that I like to do, and trivia is definitely one of those things. Like, I just remember things. It just sticks to me. It sticks to my mind.
That's a talent, man. Yeah.
And I just sometimes I will just go and try to memorize like I can memorize all the presidents. Like, you tell me the number of the president, I can tell you what it is. I memorized like all the Super Bowl champs, World Series champs,
really?
capitals of the world.
You got to go on Jeopardy, then, man.
That's what a lot of people.
You got to go. Okay. Well, yeah.
But the problem is, like, if you don't keep working at it, you're gonna forget those things.
Okay.
But I just love trivia. I think it's a great way for people just to get together and have fun. And there's no real pressure. I mean, there's going to be teams that are going to be good. Who cares? You answer the questions that you know.
Yeah, sure.
You know, the last one we had 80s movies. We had
that was great. Yeah.
Ones on fighters. This was probably one of, I thought, a unique category. Since this is a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
We had a Spanish word, and then you had to translate it to Chinese.
Yeah, I think that was a good one. I think that's perfect for Taiwan because when you get a lot of expats here, a lot of them can speak Chinese, but not like super duper like a fluent Chinese, but they'll know a word here, a word there.
Yeah.
And I think it's pretty cool. Yeah. I love the fighter categories. I think the only complaint we had was from the people where they were just like, why is there fighter category? I'm like, because I wanted it.
This was the Eddy,
I love it.
This is the Eddy version. Yeah. We wanted to try to make some categories.
Make sure it works. Yeah. So then it's the Francis Ngannou question.
Yeah.
Everybody, I could see everyone like.
I gave them a hint too. I told them it was an
Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, and then they all said Terminator.
Yeah.
Which is a good guess, actually.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a pretty good guess.
They didn't say kindergarten cop.
Yeah, that would have been pretty bad for sure.
But I do also want to say that I'm trying to grow this as well, this trivia business.
Yeah.
I feel like we can provide entertainment for any bar or restaurant out there and get people in on slower nights. And there's a bar that we're going to next called Belly.
Belly, shout out to Belly. Yeah, that's Sean, right?
Yeah,
Sean from Belly. Yeah, these guys have been around for a long time. They started from like a beer and cheese, and they've gone to many different, the local, and then Belly. Yeah, these are good guys, man. I'm glad that they're doing well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and these guys have been pushing for a long time. They're doing that little sign up there, 886 Brewing Company. I mean, these guys have been hustling for a while, so it's nice to see.
Pioneers, the craft beer pioneers.
For sure, you know what? The beer and cheese was definitely one of the first. Yeah. I think it was the first. Yeah, and it was great. I used to go there, and that'd be nice. Yeah. Actually, that's where I got a lot of ideas for having taps. Was beer and cheese. Yeah, It's a great place. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna try to do that.
All right, round 2 is here. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Or sorry, not this Thursday, but the next Thursday, which is May 6th.
Okay, so that's like Da'an area, right? Is it? No.
It's Dongmen.
Dongmen. So if you guys are in the Dongmen area next Thursday?
Next Thursday, May 6th, and it's about 9 o'clock, so it's a later start. That one's a little bit different from here because...
We're going to do that Quiz Monkey trivia right there next week.
That one's a different clientele. This one we're trying to make it more family-friendly. That one... may go a little bit more raucous.
A little bit, of course, yeah, for sure. Here, the cool thing about here is Tiamu's like a little village. It's like a little bubble where you can come out, you can get your tacos and some craft beer, and you go to the movies and watch Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
And then there's big parks for kids, and people don't look at you and they're like, oh, Wygor, and here it's just normal, right? You're just normal here, so it's a good spot, man. Mm-hmm. It's a good little bubble to live, and I think. Sorry, that's because somebody's at the door. And yeah, it's a good spot to be, man. I love it here. If you really want, I don't think it's the best place to learn Chinese.
Oh, yeah.
Because you don't have to use it here. Mm-hmm. But if you want to come out and I think it's the best of both worlds, man. Tiamu's a good spot. So, but yeah, lots of kids, and so the quiz is gonna be good. I mean, the Minecraft questions killed it. It was fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think Tenmu, we're trying to get more locals to come here.
Great,
yeah. If you are, if you want to bring your family and just have some fun, bring the kids. It's a great time, and make sure you make a reservation though. We had a ton of people coming. And
last time we had to turn people away almost. I think right. Which sucks. Yeah. But yeah, make a reservation tomorrow, 7:15. It should be fun. Yeah. Let's grab that next one, brother, and we'll keep rolling. So this is the second round. It's a little more spicy, right?
For sure.
So that's going to be jalapeno, the green one, right? So whatever you want. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say top or bottom. I'll say drummer wing. Yeah,
I'll go drum this time.
There, get on there. Going for the meat, bro. I love it.
Okay.
Yeah, baby. So while you're doing that, I'll Well, there you go. Boom. Look at that face. Yeah. That's a sick shirt, dude. Thanks. I want one of those. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of this color. So
it's a great color.
The light blue.
When I think of a t-shirt, that's the color I think of just by default, like this, like a, I don't know, like a bluish, because it feels like a jeanish. I don't know what it is. It feels like the right shirt, like a t-shirt and jeans. Yeah. But yeah, it's cool, brother. I love it. So you were saying you were thinking about doing a school. You're going to open a school. Can we talk about that? That's sure. Not off limits, right? Okay, beautiful. No problem. So you're coming, you want to open a school. Obviously, there's a lot of schools everywhere, like bushibans where you can learn English and stuff. But I've worked at many schools, and I'd like to say there's a lot of them, but there's not a lot of good ones. You know what I mean? Like, unfortunately, it's a huge market, right? That's good. It's a huge market, but because it's so big, there's a lot of really not so good ones, and I've worked at many of them before. Where it's. I mean, we can go on forever about that. But what do you think about? What do you want to bring to the table for a school?
I want to kind of bring more of a Western philosophy. I think one of the problems with
very important,
like there are issues with America's education system, but there's also issues here as well too. Yeah. And so I kind of want to bring my knowledge and experience from the American schools to here, because I think they really do work the kids like way too hard here. You know, we're talking about that with your daughter as well too.
My daughter hates school.
It's unfortunate, and that's I think for me one of my purposes of being a teacher is to try to get kids to love what they're learning about.
Yeah, for sure.
And so right now I was able to find someone who does tutor in the Tianmu area.
Okay,
actually
beautiful.
Has offices set up in Zhongshan Road.
Okay, beautiful.
So we're going to try to open
Before you go, we're going to do one, man. Yeah? Before you guys go back to the States, we'll do a show, yeah? Okay. I will.
So we're trying to open up a school that tutors SAT, college prep.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Oh, my God. You guys are smart then, huh? Okay.
Helping Taiwanese students get to school, American universities.
Okay. That's a huge market. Huge market, yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot. I know there's going to be some challenges, but
of course,
I think one of the reasons why I decided to go that route as opposed to just, teaching at an American school or school around here is that I've done that for 18 years in America.
Yeah.
And you just you have to evolve. You have to keep trying something else.
I love that.
If I were to teach here at a school, I felt like it would have been a lateral move and wouldn't have the opportunity to try out different things, like do the YouTube channel.
You have to try, man. You got to try it.
The Quiz Monkey Trivia. And so
I love it. Yeah.
And so I think that's why we bond, is because we keep reaching, like
you
keep wanting to experiment.
I think it's great because I think you have to try new things. I mean, for me, when I started this channel, I've shared this story many times on the channel, but there's one guy that I know. He's like an older guy. He's, I don't want to say too much. He's an older, sarcastic dude, and I was setting it up one time, and he walks by. He's like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna do a podcast." He's like, "Well, how many have you been doing?" I'm like, "Well, I'm like only got a couple. This is like my third one or something." And he's just like, "Well, let me ask you a question before you start going really serious on your podcast." And this guy's like super sarcastic and super like, I don't want to say negative, but he's kind of like one of those squasher kind of guys, right? Okay. And I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go, I'm like, all right, what do you got? He's like, does the world really need another podcast? That's what he said to me, dude. And I was like, well, man, I don't know. I guess we'll see.
I try to distance myself
from
negative people.
For sure, that. Man. Me too.
It's just that's so easy to naysay.
Yeah, of course it is.
Anybody
of course,
can do that.
Of course,
and what really is difficult is taking that chance, And that's why I felt like this year for me is just about taking chances.
I love it.
And just coming to Taiwan. Obviously, I'm I had that life set up there, but it was also kind of a safe life too.
Sure, for sure.
If you're a teacher,
white picket fence and all that lined up, right?
It's just you're doing kind of the same thing over and over again, and I did like being a teacher, but I just felt like there was something out there for me.
Yeah. I think traveling and doing the expat life, that's kind of like a calling, and it's not something that everyone can do. Like, I've had a lot of people that came here and they hated it, and they're like, man, how can you stay here? This is awful. I'm like, this is paradise. What are you talking about? This is the best place, you know? Yeah. They're like, I don't know. It's weird. But I mean, there's a lot of people that, you know, a lot of my good friends, they stay in the hometown and they work, and, you know, Friday they go get shit faced or go get high or whatever, and then, you know, Saturday they're sleeping in, and I mean, it's fine. I mean, I'm not mocking anybody or saying anything bad. I'm just saying that, I don't know, I always thought I could do something, and I thought, you know, we all feel like we're the chosen one. We had to do something. We got to step out of that box. We have to be the first one to open a business, or we have to be the first one to be a millionaire, or we have to be the first one to, we set goals for ourselves that are, I'm not even close to being a millionaire, sorry. But I don't know, I always set goals for myself like that, and to be honest, I had probably 4 or 5 teachers in my life that were fantastic. And that's from grade 1 till university. And so most of them, I mean, were, you know, not that great. I mean, I had a small hometown. Bye, guys. Take care, yeah? See ya. A small hometown. I have a lot of, there's only my family and my cousins, which is my uncle, my aunt, and my cousins. And they're all older than me, and there was a lot of delinquent stuff happening when we were younger. And so by the time I got to the high school, there was only one high school, I was basically written off by everybody. So I always had this stigma of just being, oh my God, here's another one of these guys, right? So I got written off by 3/4 of the teachers. One of my favorite teachers was a woodworking and French teacher. Oh, cool. And the funny thing was, funny story, one time, you know, in Taiwan, if somebody teaches you one thing once, he's 老师 forever. You know, it's like, hey, 老师, you know, this guy's your 老师. So one time, you know, my staff's like, hey, you know, your 老师 came by to see you. And I'm like, what? Which 老师? And they're just like, yeah, 老师, he said he's going to come back for dinner. And I'm like, okay, I didn't think anything of it. And then, you know, we're just about to close, and all of a sudden at the door, Mr. Guizzo from my hometown in Kitimat, he's here. And I'm just like, Mr. Guizzo, what are you doing here?
That's amazing.
And he's just like, yeah, you know, we're just here visiting the family. And I'm like, but you're not Taiwanese. He's just like, my wife's Taiwanese. And I was like, what? I didn't know your wife was Taiwanese. He's like, you never asked. And I was like, oh my God. I'm like, well, of course you don't ask when you're a high school kid.
You don't ask every single teacher if their wife is
Taiwanese. Exactly, right? Yeah, especially when you're like a 15-year-old boy. You're like, your wife Taiwanese? Is your wife Taiwanese? And I'm just like, oh, I'm like, shoot. Okay. So he came, and from then on, he was always one of my better teachers, because he was like a younger guy. He was just like, hey, you know, he's always down to sit down, even if you suck at the course or the class. He's always down to sit there and take care of you. And I think that's how teachers should be. When I taught, I did that. But yeah, a lot of teachers, unfortunately, that I had growing up were not like that. I can have stories of bad teachers, but we're not going to do that. But yeah, no, I think it was great, and I think that if you can do it, if you can make a difference, like till now, I'm friends with him now. When I go back, I message him see if he wants anything from here.
Oh, okay.
When he comes, he messages me. He's like, do you need anything from Kitimat? And it's great. And when I go back, we hang out, and he speaks Chinese.
Okay.
His wife's Taiwanese. Mm-hmm. We go there, and my wife's Taiwanese, and we have dinner, and everyone's speaking Chinese, and his wife's so happy to have a Taiwanese person to speak Chinese with, and we're all, it's great. It's just super fantastic. I love it.
Is there a Taiwanese restaurant or something similar to that back where you're from?
There's a Chinese restaurant that's been around for a while, and it's kind of changed owners a few times, and right now, for the first time, it's actually Chinese owners. They're not Taiwanese, but they speak Chinese, right? Okay. So when we went there, I brought my wife. We ordered the food, and it was all totally like American Chinese food, and my wife didn't like it. Mm-hmm. And then the lady came over, and she's like, I heard you speaking Chinese with your husband. And she's like, oh yeah, we're from Taiwan. And then they started speaking Chinese. Sure. He's like, oh, next time you come and you tell me, and I make it for you, like the right way, because I'm making this for Western people right now. Sure. That's because if I make it this way for them, they won't like it. Right, but if I make it this way for you, you don't like it. So next time, tell me. So it's pretty cool.
There's that secret Chinese menu.
It's the secret Chinese menu, exactly. You got to ask for the secret Chinese menu, So yeah, it's beautiful. Awesome. Yeah, I love it. I mean, I don't know. I love it. I love it here. I think people are great. I think the opportunities here are bigger. Like I couldn't do what I'm doing if I was in my hometown, because the opportunity is not there. To open a restaurant all the red tape in Canada or the States. You need like I don't know how much money to open a restaurant. It's just not doable. But here, you open the gate, you're successful, you go get a business license. You know, it's like if it's not, you close it. But yeah, I mean, here you can just go for it. No one's going to check on you until the neighbor complains or something. That's it. Yeah. So it's like the Wild West, but it's good. I mean, I've been able to get to this point I was never a restaurant guy. I was never an entrepreneur. I did awful at school. Like, I was able to get here doing pretty well, I think. And
one thing you do well, though, you're a people person.
Okay.
And I think that's key to opening up a restaurant. And, you know, with all these podcasts, I've seen a few of yours, and you just have a great presence. And,
thanks, man.
When people come in, you care about them. I'm not getting paid to say this, by the way, but this is
he's not. Hold on, let me get that.
The honest truth. Exactly.
I'll take it. I'll take that. You know, I appreciate that, and you know. When I was I probably told this story before, but when I was in college, I was dating a Canadian girl, and it was her birthday. I was working part-time at a Future Shop warehouse, right? And I had some friends, some of the people I was working with. I said, look, my girl, she loves Italian food.
Okay.
Do you guys know like a nice Italian place we can go for dinner? But yeah, there's this one place called Mafio's downtown. I was like, okay, let's go check it out. And I'm like, hey, I'm taking you for dinner. So we got there, and then we were just like T-shirt and jeans. T-shirt and like basketball shorts or whatever, and we went in, and it was like a fine dining place. Everyone was dressed up, and I thought, oh shoot, it was tiny. It was like maybe 6 tables. We went in. I thought, oh, they're not going to let us come in because there's got to be a dress code. There's an Italian family. They're like, hey, come in, sit down. So we sit down. You know, we're sitting there. We order the foods that we know. You know, spaghetti, meatballs, lasagna, right? You know, because it was good. So we order it. Food's really good. And then after all the tables get their food, the chef/owner, older Italian man comes out. He's got like his chef jacket on. Yeah, chef jacket. He comes out, and he's got this little stool. He sits down at every table, and he talks to them for 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Enjoy your meal. Goes to the next table. How's everything? Thank you guys. So he gets to us, and I'm like, oh, he's not gonna sit with us. It's gonna be so embarrassing. And he sits down with us. He's like, hey, how you doing, kids? And we're like, oh, good. And he's just like, how's the food? And I'm like, oh, this is fantastic. Because it was really good. And he's just like, well, you know, this is what we do with our pasta. We hand make our pastas, and our sauces. We cook our sauces for blah, blah, blah hours, 8 hours or something. And, we have this steak. We put little pieces of steak inside our lasagna. We grind our ground beef. And he's telling me all this food stuff. And he talked to us for about 10 minutes. And it was one of the best experience I've ever had in a restaurant in my life till now. And I'm like 42, and I was probably like 20. And I always thought to myself, if I ever open a business, I want people to feel like this. I want people to be like, yeah, this is great. I mean, I remember it 20 years later. I don't even know if it's there. I hope it's still there. But it's crazy. So I try to do that. I was super, super shy growing up. But when I came here, I was shy for about a month, and I'm like, this is not going to work.
Yeah.
I need to really do something. So I became more outgoing. I was like, if I ever write a book on it, it's got to be like it's going to be called the what is it? The intro or the extroverted introvert or something like that. You know what I mean? Because I had to push it. I had to really push myself, and like it's getting anxiety. I'm like, it's so much. I got to push it.
So it's kind of funny. I keep going back to the YouTube thing.
Yeah.
But one of the reasons why I also decided to do it because I wanted to meet people while I was here.
Okay. Beautiful.
And this gets you out there.
Oh yeah, it does.
You know, if you just move to Taiwan and you just stay home and you do nothing and you don't meet anybody, that's not what I wanted. And so I wanted to have an excuse to go out there and talk to people and say, hey, can I interview you? I wanted to showcase this and so forth. And
how's the response from most people?
I think most people are pretty receptive to it. Okay. I just went to Wisteria Tea House, and the person who it's her parents' place was an old Japanese house, and they converted it to a tea house. And she's going to have me go there and do a tea ceremony. And
would it be this one? Would it be this one or no?
Yeah, that's the same one.
Yes. All right.
Same
yes.
one.
Yes.
It's great.
It's not planned, but yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I did go to one that she kind of did a class for everybody.
I love it.
For people from the local university. And so we're going to try to set something up. Yeah, that's it.
Yes. Yeah. All right.
So that's Amy. She's the third person. Okay. So if I'm the second person, she's up in the front.
Okay.
Her parents own it. And she's actually from Vancouver, too.
Oh, what? Vancouver.
Yeah.
Shout out to Vancouver.
Beautiful city.
It's a great place for sure. I just, when people think I don't like it, I do like it. It's a great place, but I just figured if I'm going to go that far away, I'll just come here. Yeah. And I do love it here, yeah. Mm-hmm. So Vancouver's beautiful, man. So that's the place, yeah? So what's the plan? You're going to have
we're going to try to try out different teas, and she's going to go through the process. It's a very intricate process.
I've seen it happen many times. It's beautiful, actually, yeah.
I think it's perfect for Westerners. They just think for tea, you just put the Lipton bag in the...
Exactly.
Just let it steep, there's just a whole procedure involved.
It's like the Karate Kid 2 sort of deal. Remember something like that? When I saw that, I was always like, oh, that's so cool, growing up. And then I see people do something similar here, and it's just like, wow, my father-in-law loves tea, and they've always got the teas, and it's pretty awesome. I love it. I love that.
Literally, part of the process was we all had to just close our eyes, and we had to visualize these things. We had to slow down our breathing. It was just amazing.
That's pretty cool, man.
So I'm looking forward to that video, and that's what I try to do with my YouTube channel. I do explore. I wander around. I try to find things in back alleys.
That's the way to do it. Sometimes you find the best stuff back there. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
So
that's cool, man. When that's ready, you let me know. Introduce me to it. I'd love to
definitely
try that out, or maybe we can get her on the show. Or that'd be fantastic. Yeah.
Okay,
let's get it. Yeah. Okay. So it's going to be a big step up. This one.
I just have a feeling
it's a step up for sure. And they sauced it up for you there.
Oh my goodness!
So enjoy that, man.
So just to let everybody know, I'm a wuss when it comes to eating spicy food. As you can tell, I'm already getting kind of red, and my nose runs like a faucet. So I might have to. You might have to call an ambulance or something pretty soon. So I'm okay. We'll give this a try. But I've seen some of the videos that you've had with people, and I'm like, oh boy, I hope I don't make your top 10,
I had, are you a WWE fan, WWF?
I do.
The first Asian American to make it, Zeta Jang.
Yeah,
I had her on, and she, it was the last couple were rough for her. She was freaking out. I was like, to the point where I almost felt bad. I was like, oh my God. She's like, but what? Why would you give this to me? I'm like, hey, it's part of the show. It's just like a little, it's just like a little clip. It's funny.
For sure.
And she's like, but it's not funny. Why? And she was just like, what? There was a few where I actually felt bad. I was like, oh my gosh, what are we doing? That's not too bad though, I think. I mean, how's that one? It's all right, yeah?
It's okay.
So that one's made with bird's eye chilies.
Okay.
I call them Thai chilies because all the Thai food always has those in there, right? Mm-hmm. I'll finish it. That's all good.
I know you said that you wanted to model your show after Joe Rogan and Hot Ones, and
that's it right there. Bam. Yeah,
it's fantastic.
Those are my two favorite, like out of the big ones. Yeah. Well, Joe Rogan is I've always loved him because I'm a huge UFC fan, and I love how he brings fighters on and he gives them a spotlight. And I've actually brought a lot of fighters on because I thought I love that idea. And I want to bring restaurant people on and give them a spotlight. And I want to bring fighters and give them a spotlight. And I want to bring people that are doing cool stuff, give them a spotlight. Because unfortunately, you do the restaurant for a while, right? You're making, quote unquote, it's successful. Nobody cares anymore. You're normal. You're like, oh, that place has been open for like 10, 12 years. No more newspapers. Nobody comes to see you anymore. They all want to go to. It's understandable, but they all want to go to the new one.
Right.
The new one. Let's do a story on the new one. But nobody cares about the one that's been busting their ass for 10 years, and like been broke for a decade, just living on the dream. No one cares about that. So I think that those are stories that should be shared, and so that's why. Yeah, another reason why. That's why we do it. Yeah. How is it step up? That's a step up. It's a step up.
I've seen a few Hot Ones where you have people who will just plow through the whole all the plates and no problem at all, And then
Guy Fieri, right?
Yeah.
He killed it. Yeah, he killed it. I have two
Okay.
I had two here. One was a Taiwanese Instagram influencer.
Okay.
Rainbow Alice. Check hers out. She gets through the end, no problem.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa, Alice, what? And the other one was an MMA coach, the ABC guy from the States. I interviewed his fighter, Kai Wu, Taiwanese guy who's amazing. He came, and it was tough for him. And then he had his coach on, I think a month or so after that.
Uh-huh.
And his coach's wife, they're just about to get married, but his wife is also Asian, not Taiwanese or Chinese, but from a country, I can't remember, but a country that eats really spicy.
Okay.
So, I mean, they always eat really spicy. So he went through it, and it was just like, yeah, no problem.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, geez, I need to up the ante a little bit because it's pretty funny.
So I come from
Stephen Chow, shout out, yeah.
Obviously, Taiwanese people don't eat as spicy as
no,
other
of course,
countries.
Yeah.
And so just growing up, my dad, one time we went to Thailand. Just the two of us, just
beautiful
father-son trip.
Whoa, that must have been an interesting one. Yeah.
And I was expecting to eat Thai food, spicier foods, but we went with a Chinese tour group that took us to like Chinese versions of Thai food. Okay. And so, and he was complaining about how spicy everything was. So that just kind of shows you like how he's just not that big of a fan. We just didn't eat much spicy food growing up. So,
I think Taiwanese they have a lot of those tour group things here, right? Mm-hmm. Like whenever people travel, it's always in that big group. And I have a funny story with one of my good buddies actually. We call him, his name's Jim. We call him Taiwan Jim because it's like the most local dude ever, right? He married a Taiwanese girl, obviously local, who's even more like super duper local than him, and their friends are all super duper local. And they went to Italy. Hated the food in Italy, like prosciutto and all the handmade noodles and stuff. They hated it, and they said, but our friends who went to Italy before us, who were Taiwanese, told us how shit the food is. So we had one suitcase full of pao mian. And in Italy, they were all doing pao mian, like every meal. And I was like, what? In Italy? That's like one of my bucket lists for food, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, I got to go there and eat, you know? He's like, no, don't go, it's shit. He's like, place is nice, food's shit. And I was like, how is it possible? And he told me that there's just like one market he went to, and it was all like cured meats, like prosciuttos and salamis. And I was like, that sounds fantastic. And he's just like, it was like the grossest thing he's ever seen in his life. I was like, what? It was crazy. It's Taiwan Jim, man.
Are you a adventurous eater? Like, do you
for sure,
trying out different things?
I would, yeah, for sure. I mean, I haven't tried like the snake's blood and all that. I haven't tried that.
Right.
But I'll try it. I mean, my family's Mexican, right? So in Mexico, you know, when they kill the cow or whatever, they eat everything, intestines, everything, right? So I grew up eating all that, and I love it. I haven't done the snake's blood though. Like there's the snake bile shots and stuff in Snake Alley in Longshan Temple.
Yeah.
I haven't done that. I've walked it many times, and I thought, ooh, I don't know, and I haven't done it. I've had a couple ulcers before from earlier years and stress with the restaurant. And I thought, ooh, I don't know if that's a good idea. What about yourself, man? You're adventurous?
So, again, I like to try out different foods.
So you went for it, yeah?
One of the reasons why I like to travel so much is because I like to try out the different cuisine that's there. I like to try out different beers as well.
For sure,
to see
man.
How the alcohol is. And I think, what's the point if you're just eating the same meal?
Oh, for sure. Of course. I think food is one of the reasons to travel. I think I like monuments and all that. That's pretty cool, but I'm always like, what are we eating? And I'll like research it, and I'll be like, okay, we're going to Japan. Okay, we have to try this sushi place. We have to try Wagyu, like that A5.
Right,
we got to try just the ramen. We have to try everything that's like foodie stuff, and we got to try that.
Speaking of which, one of the reasons why I do like Taiwan so much is the Japanese food here is so good too.
The Japanese food here is super good, and it's funny because I loved it and when I came to Taiwan, it's just like way better than Canada. Yeah. Then when I went back to like our favorite ones in Canada, I was like, oh, this is shit. They're like, what? 10 times the price. And I'm like, oh my god, this is awful. Yeah. No, Japanese, even like the ones that are supposed to be like a Sushi Express or something. I mean, that's still all right.
Yeah,
it's still all right. I mean, you can get some amazing ones, but it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I love it.
Sometimes with Japanese food, though, it's like you're paying a lot more, and is the quality that much better?
Yeah, no, for sure. Like the Wagyu stuff is amazing, but I mean, like the regular beef's already amazing, right? Yeah, that exactly right. Yeah. Do you have any favorite destinations for food?
For
food-wise, like that you've been to, like say you've been to States, Taiwan, UK, anywhere where you're like, yeah.
Okay, so I really like barbecue meats.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah.
And I went to Charleston, South Carolina.
Okay.
And they have some magnificent Southern cooking there. It's just, you're gonna be full by the time that trip is done. So I really like that a lot.
The Southern states is it's kind of on my bucket list for barbecue.
For sure.
People are like, you got to try the Mexican. I'm like, no, I want to try the barbecue. I'm like, I love Mexican. I eat that every day, but I want to go there to try some of that like slow smoked brisket and all that. That stuff is like. Definitely. Remember that movie Chef with Jon Favreau? Did you ever see it?
No.
So he's basically like a high-end chef guy, and then he's one of those typical guys. He's a bit of a nut. And he's got an attitude, and then he quits and he opens his own food truck, and he travels all over the states, and he gets local ingredients and he does amazing food. And this was, I don't know how many years ago, but that was the first time I seen. He goes to Texas and he buys this big brisket that's been smoked for 18 hours or something, and then he's cutting it and it just looks unbelievable. And then I started to look here, and then that's when I found a good friend of mine, Baba Kevin, right? All right. So I got to try Baba Kevin's brisket, and it was just like Baba Kevin's barbecue. Shout out to Baba Kevin. Also, a friend of mine who does pop-ups. His name's Tom, Texas Tom's Barbecue. Also does fantastic food, and some of that American brisket is ridiculous. It's so good. It's shocking, like smoked, how different it is.
Have you tried Bogart's?
I have not. That's kind of a newish one. And then last year or so, right? I haven't been out there.
Definitely like that place
it's good
too.
stuff.
Them and Baba Kevin's are
they're on par.
Ones
Yeah,
I've seen. Tasted here, probably my favorites.
I've heard it's good. Yeah, I've heard it's good for sure.
The sides are what I like.
The side,
like people
the fixins,
always, everybody focuses on the meat, and the meat's excellent, of course, but the sides are
good old fixins. What does he got? Like macaroni and cheese and
got that.
Okay.
They had jambalaya at
really interesting.
At Bogart's as well too. I think those guys are from St. Louis, so they're St. Louis Cardinal fans, which I'm a Cubs fan.
Well,
so we have a little bit.
So you got to hold that against them a little. That's going to bring them down a notch right now. No, I've heard good things about them. I heard good things about Bogart's. People, yeah. Okay. Sure. Cool. I've not met them because I'm also really good friends with Kevin and Tom, Baba Kevin and Texas Tom. That's not why I haven't gone, but like Baba's is not that far, so if we need it, we'll just hit up Baba's and then I'll have a chat with him. He's a good friend, But no, I'd like to try it for sure, definitely.
Where have you traveled before? Or where have been some places? Not necessarily food, but just in general. Where are you a beach guy? Or are you?
I love beaches because I come from a place where there's no beach. No. I think that's part of it. Like when I came here. One of the reasons I came here is because tropical island, where I live in Canada, it's all 4 seasons. It's beautiful. Winter's freezing, and when I came out here, I thought I don't want snow. I'm done with the snow. So I came to Taiwan. No China, no Japan, no what's the other one? Korea. So I came here, and then I thought, we'd like to visit them all. So we haven't visited China yet, but we've done Korea. Pretty nice. Good food. Japan is. I think Japan's even. I don't want to say one's better than the other, but Japan was awesome. I love Japan. Japan was fantastic. I had more fun there. The people were a little bit more warm in Japan that I found than in Korea. Okinawa was kind of like half Taiwan, half Japan. It was pretty cool. I really liked Okinawa. Thailand's amazing. Thailand reminds me a lot of Mexico. It's hot, spicy, sour foods. I mean, people are hustling. They're doing their thing. It reminds me a lot of Mexico. I loved it there.
Ever been to the Philippines?
I haven't been there, man. Okay. It's on the list. I definitely want to check that out. I heard that's even more like Mexico because Tagalog is similar to Spanish. Like there's a lot of words,
the
right?
Spanish last names too.
Yeah,
Spain,
everyone thinks I'm Filipino. When I meet Filipinos, they all think I'm Filipino. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, I actually have a friend who is Filipino, and he mentions this all the time. He says that the Philippines are the Mexico of Asia.
Yeah, there you go.
And the food is kind of like that too. It's a little bit more
lechon, right? Yeah. I'd love it. I'd love to go there. It's on the list, man. So I haven't done Philippines or China yet, or Vietnam. We don't get to travel that much. So
right.
I know that when I was a single guy like yourself, right? I love to do the kind of the nook and cranny sort of like adventurous back alley stuff. Yeah. But now I have a wife and a little girl. I can't take my little kid to a hostel. You know what I mean? So now I need like a place that has a pool.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like so like whitewashed or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I need a pool. I need like all the full service, because one of the things I was mentioning the other day to a customer, I need this service because I'm in the service business. So I'm serving all day. Like my whole life is like I go to the gym and I'm doing sets of like bench press or something, and then in between sets someone will make a reservation with me, which is it's fine. But it's like that's my life, is just like I'll be at a coffee shop and someone will be like, hey, I need to do a private party next month, you know. Can you give me a quote for? And I'll be like, yeah, of course, right? So my life is basically that, which is fine. I chose that. I'm happy. Things are good. But like when I go out, I just want to be like, all right, serve me. You know, just not that I'm an arrogant guy, but it's just I'm always the server. So when you're like the servee, it's kind of like, this is nice. I'm just gonna relax. Yeah.
So which beach places have you been to that you enjoy?
In Taiwan, you mean, or anywhere? So we went to Thailand. I went to Pattaya. Okay. Pattaya was pretty awesome. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, the beach is not good there. I loved it. It was fantastic. I loved Pattaya because you can go out to the beach, and it's like, it reminds me of Mexico so much. Like you go to the beach, and there's people that their job is just serving you. Like this lady comes by and she's like, you guys hungry? I'm like, yeah. She's like, what do you want? And I'm like, is there like a coconut? I love coconut water, right? Okay. Is there like a coconut water place nearby? She's like, I'll get you coconut water. I'm like, from where? She's like, I'll go get it. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, I'll go get it. I'm like, okay. And I'm thinking, I have like my Taiwan, Canada hat on, but I'm like, okay, I put my Mexico hat on. I'm like, okay. All right, cool. So I'll just pay you extra, whatever. And she goes and gets coconut. She's like, did you guys eat? I'm like, no, we didn't eat yet. She's like, what do you guys want to eat? I'm like, I don't know, Thai food. She's like, what kind of? Okay. She goes, she gets food, she brings it to us, and then someone else comes, and we're just kind of laying there. I've got like my Thai food and my like, such a tourist, right? My food and my coconut, and we were on the beach, and you know, my wife's there, and they're just like, do you want a pedicure? And my wife's like, okay, so they bring over pedicure people. It's just like, it's crazy. It's so like, it was cool. That was a really cool experience. I really liked that. And I mean, we tipped well, and we went for massages, and it was really the best, I think, that I've been, because I mean, in Taiwan, it's great. I've been to Kending. I love Kending.
The beaches aren't quite as good here as they are in
Definitely
Thailand.
Definitely not. No. They could be, but I think that, I hate to say it, but again, Thailand is similar to Mexico, right? So Mexico has areas where you gotta hustle. You have to make. This guy's here. He's a tourist. He's got some money to spend. Let's make his trip memorable. Whatever he needs, let's get it done.
Right.
Thailand, the same. Yeah. Right. Kending, there's no. I don't want to say no poverty, but there's no like in Mexico, it's a different level of hustle. Like you have to, or else there's no food for the kids. Let's go, you know. Yeah. Like my family in Mexico comes from a really like low income area, right? So it's like Anyways, that's what I think. At the beach in Pattaya, I had an amazing time. I loved it. How you doing? You good?
Doing well.
You sweating?
You can tell that I'm sweating.
You're sweating a little bit. A little zoom, a little sweat in there. There you go. There's some zoom.
It's a nice feature. This is.
It's not bad. I mean, this thing, like you were asking me earlier, this Elgato Stream Deck, man, I love it. It's been. Before I used to have like a mouse, and I have to like click on things, and it was silly.
Look at those
silly, man.
Playing with a mouse.
Silly.
Have a button here,
exactly,
right?
Yeah. And I could pull up pictures like this. Blam.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's going to be another one of our...
Yeah.
It's a Miao Li. We went strawberry picking.
My wife is from there, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, from there. We did that a few times, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what's going on with that? Who are these people, man?
So the girl in the middle, her name is Anya, and we all went to Suta, National Taiwan Normal University, and she's from Poland. And actually, her mom is involved with Eastern medicine, and so she translates a lot of
beautiful
the Eastern medicine to back home to Poland, and so her Chinese is probably better than mine.
Okay, wow.
So we met her on this trip, and then the person on the right is Eva. She's a really good friend of mine. Also went to Suta. I actually did a video with her, and she was actually at trivia the last time as well.
Oh, really?
Too.
Oh, shoot. Okay, that day was a bit of a...
That's hectic.
I was a bit of a blur. I can't really remember. Yeah. Actually, I got a picture. Got a couple pictures.
Okay.
The trivia winners from last week.
Yeah.
Bam, there you go, right?
So we have a lot of
she's
teachers
up there somewhere?
here. Well, I think she finished in maybe 4th place.
Okay.
So just missed the cut. But
gotcha.
My group of friends are up. They finished in 3rd place.
Top right there, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think the group that really loved trivia were the winners. We had some teachers there from TAS, and I had met Mike at another bar in Tianmu, and I kind of told him about it.
Another bar? How dare you? No. That's kidding. Yeah.
You guys were close.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah.
And then the 2nd place winners, Rich and his friends, they did a very good job for only having 3 people. So
yeah, those guys are great, man. They come a lot. Yeah. They're good people, man.
I met Rich at this bar and told him about it, and very supportive.
Yeah.
So shout out to Rich and Mike.
Shout out to, do you remember the team names? I remember there was one that was like, I couldn't understand it.
So the winner, they were called So Flat Tuna.
Yes.
Yeah. And
this one I didn't understand.
I'll be honest, I don't either.
Okay,
so
perfect.
There might be an inside joke there.
It must be an inside joke. Okay.
2nd place, the one on the bottom right is TGI Monday.
Okay, I remember that. Yeah, that's a good.
Very clever. And they actually won the... did they win the prize for the? Remember we did like a most creative.
I think they did creative
contest?
name. Yeah. They did win that. I think. Yeah.
And then my friends up top, we have Simon, who's from England. Luke's from California.
Okay.
Rob's from California. Roland's from United States. So all over the place. That's one of the nice things about
great.
Taiwan is you can meet people from all different countries, all different cultures. I feel like back in America, the life that I was living, although it was great,
Yeah, sure.
You don't get to meet as many. It's not as international, and Taiwan is a very international city.
I agree 100%, man.
Yeah, so good times.
It's funny because when I go back, when I'll be out with my friends and stuff, and have a couple beers or something, right? And they'll be the stuff that I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to talk down, but sometimes they'll be like, "Hey, we need to get the mill to, everyone needs to go on strike," and I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, and they're making good money and they were super duper benefits and all that." I'm like, "Why would you go on strike, man?" And they're like, "Oh, we want 10 cents an hour or something more," and I'm like, "What about if they just close and open in China, right?" And everyone looks at me like sacrilege. How dare you? I'm a business owner, right? I'm like, why would they do that for you guys if you're just whining? I'm like, fucking. I think if you're, for me personally as a business owner, if you want to raise or something, I think kill it at your job.
Yeah.
And then go to the owner or whoever and be like, "Look, man, I'm killing it. I need a little bit more." And anybody who does that with me, I give them more. And not many people have done that. And a lot of the time when I see someone killing it, I just give them. I'm like, first of all, bonus. And if they keep killing it, I'm going to give you a raise. And they're like, "Well, why?" And I'm like, "Because you're doing great. I love it. Thank you so much, man. Yeah. You're helping me to do things, right? It's fantastic. I love it." And they're just like, "Oh, or just bonus. Just whatever." I mean, I'm not a rich guy, but if somebody's doing a great job, I'm going to go out of my way. I'll take from my own pocket to be like, "This guy's doing well." Yeah. Or sometimes I'll take like one at a time. I'll take someone out. I'll think for lunch or for dinner, and I'll be like, "How's things? How you like the job? It's good. Yeah, no, bad. Okay, this is good. Yeah, that we can work on. Okay." Yeah, I don't know. I think that's the way it should be. But You'll see soon. What's the plan? When are you going to open?
We're probably going to start in June and just kind of getting stuff ready.
Do you have a location, or is it going to be like a little private office or something?
By the Persian rug company. I don't know.
Okay.
Zhongshan Road, if you know where that is, by the Starbucks.
Okay.
But we're still working through a lot of things. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So hey, I wanted to ask you a little bit about UFC and everything.
Yes, let's talk UFC. Let's go.
Love.
That's one of my favorite topics of all time. I was going to say I don't really go to the trivias very much because I wouldn't be very helpful unless there's UFC, any kind of entrepreneur stuff, or food. That's about it. Everything else, I'm kind of lost. I'm like out to lunch, yeah. But I love a UFC. You got a favorite fighter for UFC?
I like Conor, yeah. He's amazing.
I have to say it. I love that guy. I love Conor McGregor. I think he's going to win the trilogy fight. I think he's going to adjust and be able to not get calf kicked, and then he's going to win on. He has better hands, I think, than Dustin Poirier, and I think he wins that. Shout out to Conor McGregor. I love him. I absolutely love that guy, and I love Nate Diaz as well. So when they fought, I liked Nate. When they fought the first time, I liked Nate more.
Okay,
and he's one of my favorite guys. And then when he beat Conor, I was like, yes. And then I really dove into Conor, like into the background, and then I really like him. So they're right on par, and I enjoyed Conor so much. So by the time they rematched, I was actually like, I want Conor to win.
Yeah.
It's weird.
And then Conor for you at that point.
Yeah, it's like, really. I'm like, these are like my. It was also like Masvidal and Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
It was like, these two guys. I love these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. Yeah.
What did you think of the Masvidal fight from?
That was that's okay. Okay, okay, line out. Yeah, it's all good. Do we have any? Sorry, I'm just gonna. Yeah. Do I have any red point here? Yeah. Sorry, so we get. Hold on, let me. No problem. Yeah, we got Red Point delivering some beers right now. They're grabbing their empties. Yeah. Shout out to the Red Point guys. But yeah, no, I wanted Masvidal to win that fight, but I was pretty sure he wouldn't.
Right.
But I didn't think he'd get knocked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they said the last time he got knocked out was like in 2008 or something.
Yeah, like he even says he's never got knocked out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. He's awesome. I love him. I'm glad he's making money. He's doing well. There's a few fighters that I connect with a lot, and he's one of them. He's a big Scarface guy.
Nice.
And it's like, oh man, you know it. I love Scarface, right?
Did you see the picture? There was an ESPN guy that got that knockout punch.
Yeah, when he's just like,
and it was just like all the sweat, from his hair and everything. And it was when I first saw that knockout, I could not believe how much water was just.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. So Masvidal, amazing. Love Masvidal. But I have, again, Usman in the last year or year and a half has really won me over. I really like him. In the beginning, I wasn't a big fan, but he's so good.
Yeah.
And then you see him, and he's doing things in Africa, and he takes care of his daughter. And I'm like, anyone who's got a daughter, and she's like a super daddy's girl. I'm like, oh, okay, I love that guy too, because that's me, man. I love my daughter, and everything's for my daughter. So yeah, big fan of his as well.
And you see that UFC MMA is getting a lot bigger here in Taiwan.
Oh yeah, man. I like to think that we're kind of I don't want to say we're a part of that, but we've actually been showing UFC for a really long time. And when we started, there was no people coming, and now it's like packed, and now I get to interview fighters, and sometimes fighters come here to watch, and it's pretty amazing, man. I love it, and again, it's one of the few things that I watch. I don't watch much TV. When people are talking about TV series and stuff like that, I did watch Cobra Kai because
that was a great show.
That's amazing. Yeah. I did watch Cobra Kai because that's amazing. Yeah.
When I was growing up, I wanted to be Daniel-san.
Yeah, okay? Daniel-san. Go to Okinawa.
Actually, for one of my birthday parties, I like to. My birthday is around Halloween, and so I made it an '80s themed birthday
beautiful
party, and so I dressed up like
Daniel-san.
Daniel LaRusso.
Yeah, Daniel LaRusso. Yeah. And I love how they did Cobra Kai when they made they kind of kept flipping it, where Johnny Lawrence was good and he's bad, and he's good and he's bad, and then they team up, and then the kids are. I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was so well done.
Sure.
And I think they did it well because guys like us in our age, we ate that shit up, man. You know, like I did, anyways.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I was always trying to catch flies with chopsticks.
Yeah, for sure, right. And I was like, when I came here, I was like, oh, it's not that far from Okinawa. You know, I was like, oh, let's go. When I went to Okinawa, obviously it was very different than obviously the movie, but it's pretty awesome. And then I don't know, like even Chosen, even all those guys, it was pretty awesome. I really liked it. Yeah. Yeah, but like that was basically the only TV series that I've watched since like Seinfeld.
You know, we were talking about this before. It's hard to catch up with live sports here.
For sure.
And so the sports that I really love, I love football and baseball and soccer and everything. They're on weird times.
You don't really watch anymore. Yeah. People keep asking me because I was a soccer coach for so long and I was so into it and I love it. But they're always asking me about it now. I'm like, I don't really watch anymore. And they're just like, what? You're like the soccer guy. I'm like, but not really anymore because it's at weird times, and now I'm like more UFC more than that. It's at normal times, and I don't know. It's just I've been watching it my whole life, well, since UFC 1, but it's really, I don't know, in the last 10 years, it's really like I love it. Like I went to live events, like I love it. So. Like,
do you remember one of the early fights? There was like that big dude.
He was the big sumo wrestler guy, and he fought the little kung fu guy, Keith Hackney or something like that. That was crazy.
How much things have progressed since then. You know,
Emmanuel Yarborough was the huge sumo guy's name. Like he was like 500 pounds or something, right?
The Tank Abbott days.
Yeah, Tank Abbott. The Jesus Leopoldo guy when he was to come out with that cross. And I was like, I don't know, I was elementary. I was legit just scared of that guy for some reason. I was just like, every time I seen him come out, I was like in fear, and I'm like, it's weird, but that Leopoldo guy was scary. I don't know what it was, but and then Vanderlei Silva, he had the best sort of like stare with the stare downs. I love it. I'm a super fan, so I love it when I can meet fighters and like I had a fighter on here. One of the earliest shows, his name is Bam Morris, and he trains at Tiger right?
Sure.
Trains at Tiger Muay Thai in Thailand, and like he's trained with like Johnny Walker and Khalil Roundtree and like he said Valentina Shevchenko went there, and it's just like she's
amazing.
A killer. Speaking of Valentina, right? I don't think anyone really has a shot against her. She's so dominant. Yeah, she's great. I mean, what else can you say? She's amazing.
Here's a question for you.
Yes.
Let's pretend that you could have your dream people come in to interview.
Oh my gosh!
I know
it has to be Connor for sure.
Yeah.
It has to be Connor for sure. That's an easy one. Yeah.
I mean, just think about how that show would be with Conor McGregor.
Oh, here. Connor, come on, man. I mean, like, I get people smuggle me in proper 12, and when Connor fights, I crack open a bottle of proper 12, and to all like the fight fans, we finish it up, and it's amazing. So of course, Connor for sure. I actually, I don't know. I never really thought about it. I think I love Nate Diaz as well. Nate and Nick Diaz. The interview would be interesting. It'd be a tough interview, I think.
Because he's kind of reticent.
Yeah. He doesn't want to talk. He's like, what are you asking me stupid shit for, right? Yeah. So I do like Masvidal as well. You know what was a great one? Francis Ngannou was a great one with
Joe Rogan.
With Joe Rogan. That was a crazy story.
Yeah.
He's amazing, man. I have to think about who else, man. I don't know. I mean, I would like to interview like almost everybody, man. I'd like to get Zhang Wei Li in here. I know one of the guys who trains there. So I was like, hey, when you guys ever going to come to Taiwan? He's like, yeah, it's on the list. I'm like, okay, well, that might happen. That'd be fantastic. I'd love to get Zhang Wei Li on here. But I have a hard time with the Beijing accent, so I really have to keep focused on that one.
So when I was
in
college,
yeah.
I decided to take Chinese.
Okay.
I used to go to Chinese school as a kid.
Okay,
so every Sunday when the Bears were playing, we had to go and do the Chinese school, and so that's one of the reasons why I didn't really like Chinese as much.
Okay, sure. Yeah,
my football team's playing, and I'm away from them right now, and so we didn't take it very seriously. And so when I got to college, I decided to take it again. And my teacher had a very thick Beijing accent.
It's so hard to understand. Yeah. So you can understand it now, though, right?
It's still
tough, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But, when Zhang Weili talks, like I can understand it. I have to cover the English, and I can be like, that way my brain can kind of like focus what's going on. But I mean. I can definitely like some of it is tough. Like when there's Chinese in a movie and it's like super duper Beijing, or I can't understand it.
Can you read like the simplified Chinese?
No, I can't read. No. I never really studied it, so reading is like minimal. It's almost nothing. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, brother. What do you think? Should we grab that last one, or are you gonna pass it? You want to go for it? All right.
We'll give it a shot.
Do your thing, brother. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we're just about done here, yeah.
Okay. No, it's been a lot of fun.
It's been fun, right? Yeah, it's a podcast, right? It's great. Sometimes people are like, oh, it's too long. I'm like, but it's like Rogan's like 3-4 hours. Yeah. I mean, it's just chatting. I don't want to be like, hey, man, get the fuck out of here. No, it's like
I do like
chilling, right?
How you're trying to do the clips.
Yeah, the clips. Yeah, well,
it's a great idea because honestly,
Rogan
when I make
style,
my YouTube videos, I don't want to make them super long. Okay?
Yeah, no, of course, yeah.
When I look at a YouTube video, if I see that it's
like an hour,
14 minutes,
yeah, you're not going to watch it. Yeah.
It's too long.
For sure.
We're all busy. We've got things.
For sure.
All right.
You put it on the list, and you're like, I'll watch it later, and then you never do, right?
Exactly. All right, man.
Cheers, bro.
Very good.
This is
probably another one that will hit you.
Yeah, it'll hit a little bit later, yeah. So, one more question about the YouTube, yeah? Do you have any, like, YouTubers that you kind of want to model your channel after a little bit? Yeah.
Can I borrow some napkins from you?
Sure, dude. Oh, shoot, you're gone. Yeah, here you go. You want a wet one? Just take them all, man. I'm good. I am good. Just take them all. I'm good. Any kind of YouTubers that you think you want to model your channel after, or something that you admire and you're like, yeah, like I love Rogan. That's why. That's even one of the reasons why I started this. Because I just love Joe Rogan. Yeah.
Wow, this is getting hot.
It's coming, baby. Yeah. Let's get a little zoom on you, man. A little zoomage.
You'll probably have the effects.
Zoomage, yeah. I'll get some effects put on there. Yeah.
All right, so
Logan Paul, no, Mr. Beast.
There's a YouTuber from Canada, actually. His name is Wes Davies, and so he does.
The name sounds familiar. Okay.
He does a lot of videos about just exploring Taiwan, same sort of thing.
Oh, okay, that's why
he's based out of Kaohsiung. And so when I was first coming here, I saw a lot of great videos from these YouTubers. So a lot of people from Canada, people from the States.
South Africa, right?
England, South Africa.
Yeah. Life in Taiwan.
Life in Taiwan's great.
Yep.
Or he does this is Taiwan, and then Alan does life in Taiwan.
Yes.
Just so many blah 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 in Taiwan.
Of course, yeah.
Keep track. Wow, this is getting hot.
Yeah, it is.
Oh man.
That one is made with Carolina Reaper. Yeah, just so I don't tell people that until after they take a bite. Yeah. Dude, I'm glad you came out, man. It was awesome.
Hey, it was a lot of fun. I've been thinking about this for a long time.
Have you really? Awesome, man. I appreciate that. It's I really try to make it as legit as possible, because I really it's been like we're episode number 82.
Wow.
Like that's 82 weeks in a row. The YouTubers say, well, got to do one a week. So I think, my idea is I want to keep going. There's a few people in Taiwan like I'd love to interview. There's a lot of things happening out here, and I need to do more Chinese ones for sure, Mandarin ones. But so far so good. I'm still enjoying it. I actually my Mandarin's pretty solid, but I think I want to maybe take a private class where I can just build up the vocab.
Yeah.
Because when I use my Mandarin, it's pretty good, I think, but I think to get my point across, sometimes I really have to take the long way. Like if I'm missing this one vocabulary word and I have to like explain that, and then they're like, "Oh, you mean that?" And I'll be like, "Well, I never heard that word before." So yeah, so I need it. If I can get those words out, I'll definitely start to do more Mandarin podcasts.
Did you ever take like classes at?
I took a Bupamuffa class.
Okay.
I would say 15 years ago. I'd say that helps a lot. That helped me a lot. Oh, how you doing, bro? Don't cry for me, Argentina. Just don't touch your eyes. Oh, is that what you did? Did you touch them already? No.
No, but
don't touch your eyes.
I did touch like right here.
Yeah, don't do that.
And it's already burning.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah. I always forget to say rule number 1: don't touch your face. Yeah.
It's like Fight Club. The rules of chicken wing eating.
And then there's what was the Karate Kid one? Rule number 1: karate for self-defense only. Rule number 2: what do you got?
What did he say?
First learn rule number 1. I was just like, yes. First time I learned that, I was like, oh, shoot. I love it.
Where'd you get belts? What belt are you?
He's just like, oh, it's like J.C. Penney.
That's
the best. That was it, $9.95 or whatever he says. Oh, it's so good. I love it. It's fantastic, man.
You know what's funny? Like doing the trivia thing. In America, we are all about quoting movies. And
really?
In Taiwan, we don't really do that as much. Like, I don't think Taiwanese people quote movies per se. You know?
Yeah, I think it's definitely a different culture. I remember like one of my favorite movies. I know a lot of people blast it because they're like, oh, that's not like historically accurate. But Troy.
Okay.
Troy with Brad Pitt, right?
Sure,
I love that movie with Eric Bana is Hector.
Yeah. Orlando Bloom was in it.
Yeah, Orlando. That is
Kruger.
like, for me, it's one of the best movies. I love it. And this one scene where have you seen that movie? Yeah,
a long time ago.
But I mean, there's the one scene where Brad Pitt is outside the gates and he's yelling Hector, right? He's like, Hector! Yeah. And then so Hector knows he's basically kissing his wife and his kid goodbye because he knows he's probably going to lose.
Right.
But he has to go.
Yeah.
And they're like, you don't have to go. And she's like, yeah, I got to go. So he's like kissing his wife and he kisses his baby goodbye. And then I'm like bawling. I'm like crying while he's kissing because he knows he's going to lose to Achilles, right? And I'm in a Taiwanese movie theater and everyone's like laughing. They're like, ha, that's so hilarious. But I'm like crying. I'm like, what? What's hilarious? He's kissing his baby goodbye, and the whole place. It was like a funny scene. They're like laughing, and I'm just like, what? So it's crazy. It's so different. Maybe there was a translation or something that was funny, but maybe because the baby was really cute. But I was kind of like, what? Yeah, that's an old movie, man. I've been here a long time. I also saw the last Matrix out here as well. Yeah.
It was
in
Reloaded and then Revolutions.
Right? Yeah, in Ximending, man. Yeah, pretty cool. I think that was my first or second year here. Long time ago, man.
I haven't seen a movie since I've been back, and so
okay.
Definitely want to check one out.
Beauty, yeah, you should. Mortal Kombat's really good. Godzilla and Kong is really good. Usually I'm watching kiddie movies. Sure. Yeah.
I wanted to see Wonder Woman 84 when it came out.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
I missed out on the window. Like
sometimes really?
When you're like super busy.
Yeah, for sure. You missed the window.
Go, and then all of a sudden it's like gone already.
It's gone.
Theaters,
for sure.
But yeah, I'm a big superhero guy.
Oh, me too. Any superhero movie, I'm in. Yeah. Even the ones everyone hates, like Daredevil. I'm like, I still loved it. Ben Affleck, Daredevil. I'm like, that's a great movie. And people are like, even like The Last Airbender. It's like famously everyone hates
bad,
it. Yeah. And I'm like, I loved it. It was great.
All right, so this is a preview to trivia. There is going to be a superheroes category. Okay.
Ooh.
And so if you're big into that, come tomorrow and just dominate on those questions.
Okay. So, favorite superhero movie?
I still
it's hard to pick
really
one, I know.
Like the actually I'm a big Marvel guy and
Marvel.
So I really like Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, it's
what's your favorite scene in that movie?
I think it's when he's doing the let's get help, okay? And he's got Loki.
That's such a good scene. Yeah. I hate that game. Yeah.
No, yeah.
He's just like, I hate playing Get Help. Yeah. He's like, no, let's play Get Help. Oh shoot, Jim and Dad's is here. All right. What's up, buddy?
So many good lines. The snake one when he's talking about playing with a snake, when he's a little kid, and just I don't know, just so many good visuals too. The music was awesome. We got the immigrant song from
that's
Led
so
Zeppelin
good. Yeah,
twice.
yeah.
You know?
So good.
Yeah.
I think my favorite. I love that movie too. I think my favorite scene in that movie is when like they throw him in like the ring and he's just kind of like, oh shit, who am I gonna fight?
Yeah.
And then Hulk comes out and he's like, yeah,
I know that guy.
he's a friend from work. You know, I was just like, yes. And every time I see that scene, I start laughing. It's so good.
Yeah.
Love that fantastic movie.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of those as well. But brother, you made it all the way. How are you doing on the last one?
You know what?
Okay, not too bad. Not too bad.
I'm gonna say a little Spanish for you. No mas.
No mas. Okay,
no more.
Mas,
I think
mas.
this.
That's all good. You're good. You made it though. Yeah, most people don't make it. They tap out before even trying the last one. So
no, that was good.
Thanks for coming out, brother.
Amen.
I want to see if you want to add like a final thought. Like if anybody is thinking about maybe changing their life, they're sort of like mid-30s, late 30s, and they're like, I want to switch it up. I want to do something else. Do you have maybe some kind of advice to do something like that?
It's definitely a big leap. Okay. But I'm not saying that you should take big leaps, but every single day, just try to challenge yourself, try to get a little bit better, and that's what I try to do. I mean,
Beautiful.
One of the reasons why I like traveling so much is because I feel alive when I do, and it doesn't have to be to different countries or anything like that. You can do it just around.
Even in the
home.
States, man. The States is like almost every state's like a different country, right? The food and the accents, even. It's crazy. It's a beautiful country, yeah. So
I just want to thank everybody for supporting my YouTube channel and coming to trivia as well, too. You guys mean a lot. And I just want to thank you, Eddie. You know,
hey, brother.
So thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. And I love coming to this place. Definitely come to Eddy's Cantina. It's a lot of fun. It reminds me of home, and I just like coming here, eating chicken wings, watching sports, drinking beers. You know?
That's really what, that's what I set out to do with this place. I try to make it all the things that I miss. I miss my family's food, so we have the Mexican food. I miss going out for wing nights, so we got the wings. I miss the local craft beer, so we got nice local craft beers on tap. I miss UFC. We do UFCs. You know, I like going out for karaoke nights, so we got karaoke nights.
Love doing that too.
Yeah, like pub quizzes are always something cool, even though when I was in Canada, I was too shy to actually participate. It's a cool atmosphere to be in. So something I always wanted to do, and now we got it thanks to you. There's a lot of live music. We try to do what we can do, and that's what I miss. So now Taiwan is fantastic because I've got my little piece of home here, and then I can go out and go to the beach and do all my Taiwanese things, and it's fantastic, man.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for watching the show. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, please. Subscribe to the channel, share if you liked it. We will also release a small clip video of some of the best clips of this video in the future. And if you want to check out Taiwandering with Jason, the link is in the description below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to that channel. If you guys are coming to the pub quiz, we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Have a good one. Yeah? All right, guys. Bye-bye. See you next time.